I'm here with.
Sadey.
And what do you do?
I have 2 jobs. I work with adults with disabilities, and then I serve, host, and bus on the weekends at Needle and Thread. Come see me. I also host a poetry night. Shout out TDN. I write poetry. I be singing sometimes in the studio. And I started with Instagram, making ugly faces and promoting or marketing, I guess, other creatives.
How did you come up with the idea for your Instagram?
Funny story there. So I got out of a crappy ass relationship that I was really lost in, and I've always been somebody really ridiculous and silly and goofy, and I make faces for everything. Even if you look at my kid pictures, I'm making a face. And then one day I was just in my friend's yard. We were at a fire, and I was like, hey, would you guys follow me if I made a page full of ugly faces? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna do that. Which ties into the relationship because I was finally stepping back out of my comfort zone and just finding myself again and finding the confidence in being goofy again.
Yeah.
And then it turned into collabing with people because one day I literally was just like, I wonder if I could get so-and-so to get out of their comfort zone, and we market whatever it is that they're selling. And it kind of it took off for a little bit, but I've been slacking.
Well, that's a fire idea, though. I really like it.
Thanks. Maybe I'll start back up and you can be a feature too.
Yeah, I'm with it. What got you into poetry?
I like to write. I journal in general, but poetry I've been writing since elementary school. You would think since I've been doing it for that long, I would be like Shakespeare. I'm not. I'm still an amateur, but with the poetry community, I've found that I've gotten way better, and there's so many different styles. I just went to the Providence Athenaeum for the first time, and I read a poem about a fly that decided to drink some punch, and I just couldn't believe that I was reading a poem about a fly that was actually kind of deep, and I was like, all right, I like this. But yeah, poetry is just a way for me to get my feelings out, honestly.
What's something you did today to have a good day?
I worked. So I work with adults with disabilities, and just being with them in general makes me really happy. I work in a community program, so I pick them up from their homes because my folks still live with their families. I just ask them what they want to do. They give me something. We went duck pin bowling, and then we went to this really cool store, Imagine in Warren, and just browsed around, and that was fun.
That sounds really fun.
I just like making other people happy. That's kind of what makes me happy.
Yeah. What's a vision that you have for yourself?
I made a little vision board, my first one with actual cutting out of magazines and putting that on the little thingy. And I see myself 30 pounds later by my birthday, and if I'm not, nobody's seeing me this summer.
You can make it happen.
I can. 2 pounds a week for a month. 4 weeks, that's 8 pounds. And by the time that would be 40 pounds by my birthday. My birthday's in May, so we can definitely make it happen. I'm gonna go to the gym after this. I just know that whatever I'm gonna do in this world, it's gonna involve people, and it's gonna make other people happy. I just love people.
Yeah. What's something you've done so far that you're proud of?
Poetry night. That's something that I'm really, really proud of, and it literally, not to say it fell in my lap because it didn't. I'm just happy that my friend suggested me, but I've been going to Coog's poetry night since they were at AS 220, and